Person who's responsible for this, people involved in this, they know who they are and they're watching this right now.
Barack Obama of the streets.
It was so much more he could have did. He was only 33 years old.
Nip took care of the poor people around here.
A judge issues a bench warrant for a witness who saw the shooting death of rapper Nipsey Hussle.
Thank you guys. I'm at the intersection of Crenshaw Boulevard and West Slauson Avenue, which as of today has officially been renamed Ermias Nipsey Hussle Ascadom Square.
Born in 1982, Samuel Ascadom, aka Blacc Sam, is the only brother of the late Ermias Ascadom, aka Nipsey Hussle. Blacc Sam is a Los Angeles native who served the community that he came up in as a youth. It's no secret that Blacc Sam approaches life like a business tycoon. Blacc Sam's ability to hustle serves as an inspiration to his peers and those that are aware of his story. Blacc Sam represents young black men who are able to transcend from their starting point, all while managing to stay local and positively impact the community. It is easy to see how Blacc Sam operates as a man when you look at who his late younger brother is, Nipsey Hussle. Before his death, Nip said that Blacc Sam is one of the most influential hustlers that he has ever been in the presence of. It's easy to conclude that those are powerful words when taken into consideration the way Nip approached life and how he applied himself in every aspect. Blacc Sam's story is not fully understood because of how private of a man he is. Blacc Sam is an executive for the Marathon clothing brand and all money in record businesses that he started with Nip. Marathon Clothing has been reported as doing millions of dollars in retail. With that being said, you can see that Blacc Sam is about his business, hence the reason Nip gave him so much credit. Blacc Sam's life has not been without challenges, from being shot at by the police during prison time to selling t-shirts out of his trunk, later going on to purchase a storefront on the corner of Crenshaw and Slauson, which at one point was raided by the LAPD. Nearly 5 years after the untimely death of Nip, Blacc Sam was taken to the Big Boy podcast to finally speak on the passing of Nip. This interview will pull back the covers as well as send social media platforms into a frenzy, with many creators giving the side eye to Eugene Henley, aka Big U. LA native Meeka Love, who is no stranger to the neighborhood that Nip and Blacc Sam are from, will take to her platform to share details that only someone who was actually around could speak on. Annoyed by certain platforms painting her as a member of the Rolling 60s, Meeka Love would go in calling out the platforms by name. If you tune in to Meeka's channel, you can definitely tell that she was actually around for some of the action and is not just talking to be talking. It wouldn't be long before Meeka would again go live to once again speak on the Nipsey situation, dropping a bombshell complete with names and all. While watching the Blacc Sam interview on Big Boy's platform, Meeka would notice several discrepancies, which she would point out one at a time. Regarding Blacc Sam's statement about not being able to cop red t-shirts in the hood, Meeka will point out that this is simply just not true, going on to say that Blacc Sam himself even sold red t-shirts.
Blacc Sam goes on to say, oh, he left and came back and there's no, he came back in a red shirt. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get no red shirt nowhere in the 60s. Bro, how you saying you can't get a red shirt nowhere in the 60s when you yourself in your shop sell red shirts? Like, let's start there. Like, I don't understand why he would blatantly lie like that. Like, you can get a red shirt anywhere in LA. It don't matter what hood you in. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times Crips be wearing more red than the Bloods sometimes. Like, come on now, bro. Like, Nick, like, why would he just flat out lie like that?
It's no secret that Nip actually knew Eric Holder, aka Shitty Cuz. However, it would not be from school, being that Shitty attended Crenshaw High and Nip attended Hamilton, later dropping out. Whether it was from the set or the hood, Nip definitely knew Eric Holder. However, the same can't be said about Blacc Sam, as Blacc Sam didn't bang and is at least 3 to 4 years older than Cuz, making it impossible for them to attend school together. Blacc Sam would, however, say that he knew Cuz, but not like that, meaning he knew of him but didn't really rock with Cuz like that, to know him like people are saying. And further speaking on the Nip situation, Meeka will let it be known that she is only expressing her own opinion in the way some people from LA felt immediately after the death of Nip, going on to say that in her opinion, there was never a hit on Nip's life. Big U didn't put a hit on Nip at all. People are talking just to be talking on the internet.
What I believe is, if you ask in my personal opinion, I do not believe that there was ever any type of hit going on with Nipsey at all. I don't believe that. I believe that Eric Holder had a personal situation with Nipsey again, right? Now, and I'm going to tell y'all why. I really want to shed light on what people are not talking about, because the world thinks that Nipsey's death is surrounded by Big U and all this other stuff. It's really something way different than what y'all think. And I'm going to guide y'all through it in these next couple of lives. You feel me? Like I said, people need to understand who Westwood is from 6-0. Y'all don't know who Westwood is? Go do y'all research. Westwood, that's my whole purpose for my lives. I'm not worried about who's snitching. I'm not worried about who doing X, Y, and Z. I need y'all to understand who Westwood is, because what happened to Westwood was some scandalous stuff, I feel, in my opinion.
To keep it 100, I'm with Meeka on the Big U situation. You can probably build a case that he could have stopped it based on his rank with the 60s, but to outright say he dropped the bag is nasty work. Meeka would then go on to speak on Jay Stone and Nip and the relationship that they had with one another.
One of Nipsey's right-hand men in current times, or around the time when he died and he was rapping, was Jay Stone, right? Jay Stone, like this, signed to his label. He's with him every day. You know what I'm saying? That this is his boy. So therefore, I feel like if Jay Stone is Nip's everyday boy, stuff like that, then that means you privy to basically his in and outs, because the nigga's with you all the time, right? So therefore, therefore, you should have understanding to who he's dealing with, right? So if Nipsey and Jay Stone is best friends or close friends, super close friends, right? Then Nip should know that Jay Stone co-defendants, he did a robbery with 2 other niggas, and the 2 dudes that he did the robbery with was Shitty and Westwood. So if Jay Stone's co-Ds is Shitty and Westwood and Westwood and Jay Stone was everyday dudes too. Like, they was like every day, like they was crimees, you know what I'm saying? So if Jay Stone, Shitty, and Westwood was together and they was crimees, I'm pretty sure Nip was privy to that. You know what I'm saying?
A series of events that has never been shared online be given in detail by Meeka. That series of events would revolve around Jay Stone, Westwood, Shitty, and Nip.
So Westwood got away. He went into hiding. The only person knew where he was at was Jay Stone. So after a couple of days or whatever, they went and gaffled Westwood from where he was hiding at. Westwood said out his own mouth that he kind of was like, dang, how they know where I'm at? You know what I'm saying? The only person who I was at was Jay Stone. And he didn't put it on Jay Stone at the time because he didn't want to think like that. So he just like, man, whatever. So he gets locked up, right? Jay Stone and Westwood bail out. Mind you, Westwood is a reputable dude from 6-0. He don't have no smut on his name. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of like a bully over there. And anybody that's from the area know who I'm talking about when I say Westwood. He was a bully over there, and like a lot of dudes, he stronged on a lot of situations.
Meeka would also touch on the whole Jay Stone Westwood Shitty legal situation, which would not surprisingly at all include allegations of snitching.
Anyways, Westwood and Jay Stone bail out, right? Shitty didn't bail out. He the only one couldn't bail out. I don't know if he had no money, whatever, he didn't bail out. So these 2 dudes fighting their case from the street. Westwood get him a lawyer. Westwood lawyer going back and forth to court. You feel me? And allegedly, this is what Westwood said before he died. He said his lawyer came to him and told him, bro, there's somebody, one of your co-defendants is making a statement on you. And he said, the one that's making a statement is J-Stone. So, and mind you, this is all, at this point, this is alleged, because even though this conversation did come straight from Westwood, Westwood died before he was able to produce any type of paperwork. So this is, yes, this is alleged. So, because I haven't seen no paperwork, I don't want to see no paperwork. I'm just bringing y'all the information.
As time would pass, unfortunately, Westwood would be found dead. After his death, the LA Coroner's Office wrote Westwood's death up as if he had taken his own life. This had all taken place in 2018. Not long after Westwood's death, the case would be dismissed, freeing Shitty from prison. It is alleged that shortly after his release is when the encounter with Nip would take place.
Murder trial of Eric Holder is underway this week. He's the man accused of gunning down rap icon and entrepreneur Nipsey Hussle in 2019.
Just a few days ago, our Pat Harvey sat down with Nipsey's brother, Sam. He talked about how the family is keeping his brother's dream alive.
You got to figure out how to just keep pushing forward.
The resemblance is uncanny. The late rap entrepreneur Nipsey Hussle on the wall, and his older brother Samuel Asghedam in person. Sam and I met recently, more than 3 years after I interviewed Nipsey, to reflect on the past and the road ahead.
Did you know at the time, Samuel, just what an impact that your brother had on people?
We knew the impact, but we didn't know how wide it was.
Murals of Nipsey have become a staple of Los Angeles. This one in Canoga Park, the backdrop for tomorrow's anticipated red carpet arrivals for a momentous occasion.
The grand opening for the Marathon Collective. It's a licensed marijuana shop. Just being able to open a legitimate shop, being able to see it through is good for the whole family.
Nipsey, born Ermias Asghedam, was a self-described marijuana connoisseur. Growing pot and selling it funded recording endeavors that ultimately led to platinum records and Grammy Awards. But those early pot deals also led to a lot of trouble.
Marijuana, a lot of times people were going to jail. So once it started legitimizing, you know, it was a goal. We got to get into this legitimately.
Before that could happen, just 6 weeks after our 2019 interview, Nipsey was gunned down in front of his clothing store at Crenshaw and Slauson. Among the people most deeply affected, his business partner, confidant, and big brother, Sam.
How close were you?
Very close. Excuse me.
Sure. I can tell that you miss him a lot.
A lot of memories.
Samuel, the trial of Eric Holder is underway. Do you have any thoughts you want to share about that?
We don't really tap too much into that.
The family has decided to stay away from the courtroom as Nipsey's murder is laid bare in graphic detail.
I will say I got a lawyer just coming, kind of sending me the feedback so I can stay on top of what's happening day to day. And my grandmother, you know, will ask me questions or whatever, so I'll give them the feedback.
How is your family doing?
Family good, thank God. My niece getting big, my nephew's getting big. You know, their mother's doing good, so thank God, man.
Tell me about the biggest challenges of the last several years.
Missing bro, but just understanding that you got to just keep kind of moving forward for the family, for his kids, and just step by step, day by day.
As for finally being able to open the Marathon Collective,
we looked at it like the alcohol during Prohibition. It'll be something that the kids can look up to when they get older and know that this is something that their parents, worked hard and established. This is something that Hussle wanted, that we wanted, and I'm just happy to be able to open it up.
The Marathon Collective's grand opening is tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. in Canoga Park.